purpose to achieve a holistic growth by spicing up your academics with co-curricular activities, outreach programs, clubs, sports, religious activities, and other value-adding engagements. So far, have you joined a club or two? Which clubs have you joined? Which class have you joined? CU? I know there's CU. What else? Which other club have you joined? UNESCO, excellent. Any other? Publicity for your club? Sports, excellent. So don't just sit there, please. The university is not a place for sitting around. It's a place for taking some kind of action. So do take some action. Join something. Enjoy the diversity that the university offers. Friends from all over Kenya. You can interact with people from the coast, from western, from central, from all over. We believe it takes a graduate with an excellent degree, and we believe it takes what you have to get an excellent degree from this university. New encounters and experiences should all add up to your richness in life as a young person. Of course, a lot of things are different, and these many may confuse you. Be positive and take courage to ask if you're in doubt. We are all here for you, and your comfort is our business. Your success is our objective. We shall do our best to make you comfortable and successful. However, you must also do your part. And something very important which was mentioned by the previous speaker, and I always like to tell first years, you do have a lot of freedom. Why am I repeating what has already been said? We normally learned in literature, repetition is for emphasis, all right? Very important that when you have this freedom, please note, there is no absolute freedom. Nothing like that. Never. All right? I used to think, when I grow up, I'll be free. And then I finished standard. We used to go to standard 7. I finished standard 7. And then I thought, I'm free now. And then you go to Form 1 and you realize there's even more, right? And then you finish your Form 4 and you reach the university and you realize what? Are you free now? You're not free. Oh, please, let me tell you something. You're being trained to be a manager, right? Or whatever you will finish, you choose whatever area of specialization you have chosen. Be it history, be it education, be it communication and media, be it zoology, whichever area you have chosen, you will be an expert in that field and a manager. There's no way a manager can just be free. There's no absolute freedom. Freedom comes with consequences and responsibilities. Please say those two words again. It comes with what? Consequences and responsibilities, all right? We normally challenge our students and say something, and if I'm a female lecturer and I don't say that, I think I will be saying, God is watching. I need to tell you this one. Ladies, please be very careful with yourself and your life. I'm also not saying guys shouldn't be careful. They should also be careful, because I don't know how many want to be mothers and fathers in the next 9 months. Mbona sioni mtu anaweka mkono juu? Kuna mtu anataka kuwa, hey, you're adults, all right? It's your choice, all right? But what I'm saying is, the minute ulete huyo mtoto hapa university, even if you're staying in the university hostel, you can no longer stay in the university hostel, right? Will you stay there with a baby? No, it's not possible. And is your room enough for a baby and you and probably a dad? And that bed, I'm sure you've seen your bed and made it this morning. I hope you did. Is that bed meant one. Hiyo bed ni ya mtu mmoja, and we wanted to remain that way. Sawa sawa. Can I get a promise? Mikono juu, mikono juu, mikono juu. Watu wa nyuma hamtaki. Ninaona tu wananiangalia. All right. Very important. I'm just making a very important point. Please, that one, hear me as a mother. It is very difficult to be a student and look after children at the same time. You choose to, we cannot stop you. But I can tell you, it will be difficult. You will be the person looking for missing marks. Wakati watu hawana missing marks, wamepata results zao, wewe unazana na walimu tu kupata time, uko busy na mtoto. No harm. It is excellent to be a parent. But put your priorities right. Sawa sawa. Very, very important. And with the new funding model, there are very many uncertainties. You don't know how much yet you're going to be given by the funding board. So be very careful. Budget the little that you might have. As a student, money is never really too much. In fact, that's one of the things you need to know as a student. Otherwise, you wouldn't be a student. Cindy? Yeah, you're a student because atakuta pesa in the long run, I believe. All right. I think I've said a lot. So make sure you join a club. Make sure you take your journey along with friends. That one I always underscore. Don't take this journey alone. They say, if you take the journey alone, how far will you go? Peke yako tu, hata uongei na mtu. Peke yako kabisa. From first year to fourth year. Tukikuona tuko unatembea peke yako. Aulizi mwalimu chochote, wewe uko peke yako. Kutoka kwa room na kumbia mlimu na keti kwa hall, unasoma, either kwa mtandao, if it is an online course, and back to lunch, back to class, and back to the hall. Alone. Is that possible? Absolutely impossible. Why? Because we are human beings and we must interact with others. So please, take along some friends. Don't go alone. That journey can be long and tedious. And the people behind me can tell you that. I may not say all regarding that, but I can assure you, this journey is quite a long journey. 4 years of your life is not a short time. Sawa sawa. So take that journey with a friend. Make a discussion group. All right, already in your classes, start to identify who you can work with and choose those people. Come to conclude, please allow me to mention three staff, in my office. I hope they are here. One, the senior admin assistant, Jane Muli, Miss Jane Muli. Jane, where are you? Please wave to the students. Or she's outside. I think she's seated out there. So Jane, if you come to the first years. Veronica, uko wapi Veronica? Veronica Mukiri. Okay, at least you note the name. People's names are very important. So if you come to the office and say, can I speak to Veronica? Can I speak to Jane? You're likely to get a better response than, naweza ongea na yule mama, yule mfupi, yule mfupi. Avoid that we call it labeling. So if you start to label people, yule mkubwa, yule mdogo, hapana. Call them by their name. That's why that identity is given to anyone. And lastly, Jerusha Adiambo. Jerusha Adiambo. All right. So those are the three people you are likely to find in the DVC's office. You come for any query, any assistance, and they are there all the time, ready to answer any queries you might have and serve you diligently. Thank you very much. As I conclude my speech, please allow me to tell you something very brief about someone very special I'm about to introduce. All right? I'm about to introduce to you the Vice Chancellor of Laikipia University, and I can tell you, if I tell you a brief to give you a very brief history about him. All right? His name is Professor Kibet Rotich. Professor Kibet Rotich did his undergraduate degree from 1979 to 1983 in the University of Nairobi, where I took a BSc in Mathematics and Statistics. And I want you to listen very carefully to that story, right? It's a story, no history, it's a story, isn't it? All right? And from it you can see yourself, you can also make a life for yourself depending on whatever course you choose. Listen to those years, 1970 to 1980. All right? I was in class 4 when he started the university. Goodness gracious me. And when you look at him, because we come here to address him, you won't even see age in him. All right? You will just see wisdom. All right? Next, he went ahead, mastered. I won't give you so many details because of time, but his CV is online, but I thought it's very important to know this. He did his master's in 1987 to 1989. He did an MSc in statistics at the University of Southampton in the UK. And then in 1992 to 1995, he took his PhD in mathematics in the Shanghai University of Science and Technology. And then in 1999 to 2001, he did his postdoctorate, what we call a postdoc, which means you can only do it once you have done a doctor. You must be called Dr. So and so. Ndio uko na degree tatu. Kisha kuwa na tatu sasa unaweza fanya what we call a postdoc. So he got his postdoc in medical informatics in Indiana University between 1999 and 2001. And then in 2016 to 2019 in JKUAT, Jomo Kenyatta University he did his MBA in strategic management. Hear that? And as we speak, he is a professor, a full professor of statistics and biostatistics. Are you not happy to be led by such a person? Can you give a clap? So I can tell you, you are in very safe hands. Professor sees everything, majority of what he sees, and I hope I'll be corrected on this if I'm wrong. He sees it in figures. You're busy giving him a story. He just asks you simple questions. Mathematician. And when you do that, you take shortcuts. All right? I normally, I'm from linguistics, mambo mengi sana, sociology, sijui what, naanza kumwambia story mingi, apendi story mingi, anapenda tu fupi, umwambia exactly how is this situation statistically, how is it? That is how he sees his life. And that's how life merges together. I see my life, and many lecturers here, in a different lens. I use language to see my life. Someone else uses their lens of economics to see their life. Someone else uses culture to see their life. So whichever culture, whichever course you're taking, that is the lens through which you're going to see life. So at this moment, can you be upstanding? Please let us all stand. All right. And I would like you to do what we call ululation. Mnajua ululation? Iyo ni gani? Na ninajua kuifanya, ngoja utasikia. Because we are welcoming our Vice Chancellor, all right? So I take this opportunity to welcome Mr. Vice Chancellor, sir, Professor Kibet Rotich. Karibu sana, Professor. your great leader, and I know you're going to take Laikipia University far. Can we relate, please?
Good morning, everybody. I don't know what to say. I didn't tell her to say what she said because she released a secret which I did not want it released. That is my age. So, are you okay, everybody? Are you okay? Those people outside, are you okay? Let me see. Outside, are you okay? They are not hearing me. Those people outside there. Those ones there. Mnanisikia? Weka mkono juu. Weka mkono juu. Great. Now, I don't know where to start because most of the things have been said by my predecessors. Anyhow, let me start. The Deputy Vice Chancellor is present. Please stand. Perhaps you should come forward here. Deputy Vice Chancellors, please. I know you have introduced yourselves, but now it's a special day. Management, please. Mkuja hapa, tafadhali. Because these are the people. These are the, make sure, don't stand in the middle because they want to see your. Kuja hapa. Management. Yes. The tall guy can stand in the middle because he can see. Now, these are the people. In case there's a problem in the university, these are the people who deal with it. The tallest man at the end there is called Geoffrey Langat. CPA Geoffrey Langat is a certified public accountant of Kenya. He is our chief finance officer. This is the guy who will be asking you that you need to pay fees to enable the university to run. Mr. Langat, are you ready to do that? Are you ready to give service to these people? Did you hear him? What is he saying? He's saying yes. The next tallest person here is Professor Kamau Goro. He's a Deputy Vice Chancellor in charge of administration, finance, and planning. He deals with money, he deals with planning of the whole university, and he deals with administration of the staff within the university. So if you have any problem about how the university looks like, talk to him. He's also a writer. He writes books. So maybe after this, he's going to write a story about today. I don't know. You heard him saying he's a literary person. The next tallest person next to me is Sister Jacinta Ndambuki, the Deputy Vice Chancellor in charge of academic, research, and student affairs. She deals with academics, research, and yourselves. So the first contact in terms of academics and your problems, talk to her. Then the tallest person, okay, the shortest person is our registrar. Where's the other registrar? Registrar in charge of administration and human capital. He deals with the management of the people within the university. Anybody working in the university, he's the one in charge of them. The other gentleman who has just come is the Deputy Registrar. Did I say your name? Dr. Nyamwega is the Registrar in charge of administration and human capital. The next person here is, I think they know you. They know you. Do you know him? This guy here. Have you seen him? He's the deputy registrar in charge of academic and academic affairs. So he deals with all academics, all your results, all your examinations, everything to do with results. And your academic progress is done by that office. Please clap for them, and I wish them all the best. Thank you, people. So please, in case you have any problem, don't come to me. Tuko sawa hapo? Tuko sawa? Amsemi. Musikuje kwa? Deal with those guys first. And then they will also tell you to deal with other people behind them. Sindio? And that is the way life continues. My dear first-year students, welcome to Laikipia University, your university of choice. On behalf of Council of Laikipia University, I welcome you once again. And I would like to tell you, you made the right choice to be in this university. It is my great opportunity today, on behalf of the whole university family, to welcome you to this great university. It is great because of you. A university is not great because of the buildings. A university is not great because of the people who are here. It is great because you are here as students who make the university great. Based on what you will do at your time here, you make this university greater. Our vision of Laikipia University is a university for value transformation of society. And I think you are the right people who will be able to transform our society after you graduate. You can also transform your society while you are here, where you change those people who are younger than you and even those older than you, so that our environment and our society is better than we found it. I extend my warmest congratulations to all of you for passing your exams and choosing to come to Laikipia University. This university, as you may know, is one of the only universities in the northern part of Kenya. This is one of the only ones. The other one is Turkana, the other one is in Garissa. But we are the one nearest to the other parts of the country, other than the arid areas. You are among the 2,700 students who are admitted to this university this year. And we feel great that all of you managed to come. We are expecting 3,000 of you. 300 of you are still there. Maybe they're still deciding what to do, but we expect them to come in the near future. I feel great that you are here with us today. I feel great because I know at the end of your 4 years, we shall be celebrating together that you have made your achievement. Your admission here signals the assurance of your academic continuity and that of the university. You remember I said, without students, there is no university. So if today you are not here, the university does not exist. So your existence here makes the university to continue in its endeavor to create knowledge for our students. We are now part and parcel of this community. And therefore, as a family, we have rules, regulations, and how we work and do business together. Nobody will be left behind in terms of decision making within this university. So this gives me great pleasure to address you after your successful orientation, which has taken about a week and a half. Orientation continues until you really acclimatize very well with the environment of the university. I believe that this orientation has given you valuable insights and prerequisite norms of how to live within the university. I hope the orientation also has removed and given you the challenge that in the university, we don't have bells that ring. We don't ring bells in the university. In the university, we don't wear uniforms. In the university, we don't have assemblies, which are done on Mondays and Fridays, maybe. In the university, now we believe you have come to a place where you're supposed to be free and exercise your intellectual capacity to make decisions on yourself. Now, in the university, at least in this university, we exercise what we call open door policy. That means whatever you need, or if you need to see somebody, you don't have to book an appointment. You can just walk in, and if the person is available, he or she will assist you. That is what we mean by open door policy. However, don't make a habit of just walking in and out. When you walk in, please come with a concrete reason why you are going there. Don't just go there again to make the people who are supposed to work for you to waste time dealing with it, for lack of a better word, fitina. You understand, eh? So if you have an issue, come with a concrete issue which can be addressed. My dear students, while in this university, I would like to encourage you to set your goals and endeavor to achieve them. Somebody who is walking in the streets or on the road and does not know where they are going, wherever they reach is their destination. But you as students, set your goals and make sure that as you walk, you know you are going to get something or going somewhere. Don't walk aimlessly. Don't study aimlessly. Study with a purpose of achieving your goals. So today, I would like you to make sure that as you set your goals every day, ensure that you're making steps towards achieving those goals. That is your primary responsibility here in the university, is to study and graduate on time. Accept any challenges that you face. If you make mistakes, that's just a learning process. We say that in Kiswahili, kukosa sio kosa, lakini kurudia kosa ni nini? Mimi si msomaji wa Kiswahili, kuna wengine wapi nani? Shangazi, hebu simama tafadhali. Shangazi, I want to introduce you to Shangazi. Shangazi, huyu ni nani? For those who are very close. Ni nani? Anaitwaje? Shangazi? Shangazi Sheila. She has given me a tick and said, kukosa sio kosa, lakini kurudia kosa ni, amenipatia 100% kwa sababu hiyo ni lugha yake. So let us learn from the mistakes that we do. Asante sana Shangazi. Let's learn from the mistakes that we do. That gives us an experience. So please learn from these challenges. Learn from the mistakes. Learn from the experience that you get here. This will enrich your wisdom. This will enrich your future. I heard the DVC saying that here we are human beings. If you are fond of working alone, then you don't go far. You'll get stressed, you'll get overworked, and eventually maybe, God forbid, things can happen to you because you are despising other people. Stay focused in whatever you're doing. Focus is the keyword here. Picture yourself as achieving your aim every time, so that every step you know you're getting closer and closer to getting what you came here for. Values, principles, and virtues. Take care of your principles. Take care of your values. Take care of the virtues that you have. And I'm sure all of us, before we came here, most of us, we had a meeting with our relatives, our villagers, and I'm sure they told you some of the things that you need to do when you're out of their community. So keep those values that they gave you. The principles and morals in life are very dear. And if you are not careful, you can mess yourself up if you are not able to keep those morals of life. But more importantly, set your priorities well in the university. Hold them very close to you, because those are the things that will determine how you progress in future. Take good care of yourself, health-wise, mentally, and physically. Please engage yourself in sports if you can. Engage yourself in some activities that will enrich you. Assist others to achieve what you think you have the talent in. If you are a footballer, play football. If you are an athlete, like where I used to be when I was younger, run. Throw a shot put. Do whatever you like to do. Because in the end, those extra activities might give you a better chance in terms of employment or securing other opportunities in the open world. So, as you continue your studies, remember those things. Remember your principles, your morals. Do not go away from the normal morals that exist. Many people have ended up in the wrong hands because of failure to adhere to morals and virtues of life. So, discipline is built by consistently performing small acts of courage. So, if you want to be disciplined, do small things that will encourage you to be disciplined. Don't be just somebody who is layabout, doesn't care about things. Be cautious. Be critical about things. That way you will have what we call self-discipline. My dear students, make sure you have good friends, good company. Don't engage yourself with people you don't trust. Don't engage yourself with people whom, in your opinion, might lead you astray. So choose your friends wisely, because without that, you might find yourself in the wrong hands of the law. More importantly, be your brothers and sisters' keeper at all times, irrespective. Don't despise your neighbor. Don't despise whoever is next to you, because that could be your savior later on. So be the keeper of your friends. I know for a fact that some of you are very young and very energetic. And the Bible is very clear on what you need to do as a young person. Use your energy for the betterment of yourself and for the betterment of the society. I call upon you to responsibly use your time and use that energy for meaningful advances in your goals. That includes learning, activities that will help you strengthen your mental capacity and also strengthen your body. I encourage you to make use and engage officers in this university, including the Dean of Students, who is here. Dean of Students, uko wapi? Wanaona mkono tu. Mnajua huyo? Do you know her? If you know Madam Yogo, raise your hand. If you know Madam Yogo, wale watu wengi hawakujui madam. Siwaone. So in case you have any issue within the university, your first call is to talk to that madam. She's a very kind lady, very, very kind, very nice. If you talk to her nicely, you might get nice things too. Thank you very much, Dean of Students. In addition to that, we have other people working in that office, the chaplaincy. Reverend, where are you? Reverend, does anybody know that gentleman? Raise your hand if you know him. I don't see people from outside. Hawakujui bwana. Watakujua pole pole. So that is the person who will be giving us spiritual nourishment. As I said, you have to be an all-round person, so you must have spiritual nourishment. And here we have also Christian Union, we have the Catholics, we have the Protestants, we have the Muslim Association. I don't know if they are here. We have SDA. Those are the spiritual people within this university. Please engage yourself in any of those so that you get what we call spiritual nourishment. Because in the end, all of us aspire to go to heaven. And you cannot go to heaven if you are not a good person. You cannot go to heaven if you are not your brother's keeper. You cannot go to heaven if you are not your sister's keeper. You cannot go to heaven if you don't care about your neighbor. So if you are having challenges with those things, please see the chaplaincy. They will guide you on how to go to heaven when the time comes. Don't pray to go very early. Please finish your mission on earth, isn't it? Sindio? Ama nani nataka kwenda mbinguni sahi? Nani? Nani nataka kwenda mbinguni? Nobody. Chaplain. I thought we were told that heaven there is very nice, everything is good. Nobody wants to go there. But you would like to go when the time comes, isn't it? We leave that to God to decide. But don't hasten yourself. Don't hasten yourself. You know, when you hasten yourself, you might not even go to heaven. You might go elsewhere. So don't hasten yourself by engaging yourself in criminal activities while you are here at the university. Even after you leave the university, please maintain peace and security. Don't engage yourself in criminal activity. Don't engage yourself with criminal elements. That way, you might succeed in staying longer in this world. Now, you have rights as enshrined in our Constitution. Your rights might not be my rights. My rights might not be your rights. Where your rights begin, that could be the end of my rights. So, as you do whatever you do, ensure that you do not infringe on other people's rights. This includes demonstration, picketing, or whatever. You are free in this university to demonstrate. You are free to picket, but do not interfere with the rights of other people. For example, if you are demonstrating and the registrar, academic affairs, is doing some research or is doing some work and you are disturbing him, you are interfering with the rights of that person. If the registrar academic affairs picks a stick and wants to, those high school students, you go to do also community work for free, then you'll be a better person and your service will be recognized in future. This is a secret I'm giving you. If you do that, in future, your future will be very, 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 very bright. So please offer voluntary service if you can. Join clubs. There are many clubs. I'm told there are many clubs within the university. Join them. Do something with them. Because with the community and participating in those activities, you make yourself more active and remove yourself from activities of criminal nature. Take your studies very seriously. I've said that before. And study hard. Nobody in this world has died for studying hard. Nobody. If you have anybody, please bring us for research. We would like to investigate. If you study hard, you will not die. Very sweet fruits in future. So, for your respective programs that you have been called to come and study, and I remember about a week ago, you are asked to change. If you wanted to change your programs, you are free to change because qualify, because we have set standards for certain programs. So don't feel bad that you are remaining where you are. Whatever you do, if you focus yourself, you'll still get the benefits and the fruits of Newton discovered. Always sit under a tree when you want to get the best things. So our environment is very conducive. You might find some inconvenience because we are still doing some construction in some places. Please bear with us because we would like to make this university a better place for learning in future. I encourage you to ensure that you take leverage on the experience from the lecturers that we have here, leverage on the library that we have, leverage also on other students so that you get a wide scope of your learning. Ensure that as you learn, develop curiosity. Have a mind of creativity, of innovativeness. Think beyond what you read in books. What else can you learn or what else can you do that is not written in books or that has not been given to you by your lecturers? Challenge yourself so that you become creative. And that way, you'll have better skills of learning without just reading books. Be part of the solution to the problems of this country. You know, after graduating here, the books and what you learn in class will not be sufficient. So you need to have an open mind in whatever you do. There are things you learn here, and immediately you step into your workplace, you go and work there, all those things you learned may look very useless. But I tell you, they are not useless. They are sitting somewhere in your brain. So my dear students, your parents and guardians have sacrificed a lot for you. They have sacrificed for your studies and for your welfare during all those times. So ensure that to give them their benefit of the investment in you, please do what you're supposed to do at the university so that at the end they'll be proud that they invested on you sufficiently. So I'm asking you to avoid those activities that I mentioned. Take care of yourself, your health, your mental capacity. Avoid unnecessary engagement of other social evils so that you can graduate with what you came for. The DVC talked about fathers and mothers. There's nothing wrong in her being a father. There's nothing wrong in being a mother. But it's also a sacrifice that you must be prepared to bear. There's time for everything. If you can wait for another 4 years, you can still achieve that mission of being a mother and being a father. If you're already a mother and you're already a father, please ensure that you take care of your family. If you are a mother or a father, ensure you take care of your family and take care of your studies. To be a mother, before you do that, consult the Dean of Students so she can advise you appropriately. Don't be tempted to do things because some of the sexual activities that you might engage yourself, don't be tempted to do things because some of the sexual activities that you might engage yourself might result in being a mother. So, as you proceed, ensure that you are always increasing on your potential. Seek new knowledge in the new areas that have not been explored before. Assist you to navigate your life. Soft skills, I think the Dean of Students and other people will tell you. Communication, interacting with people, asking questions, finding out what your parents and guardians and those who took care of your studies and your welfare to get the value for their investment. Otherwise, it will be wasted investment. I'm calling upon you to adhere to the university rules and regulations of the land so that we don't cross paths with the university authorities. Because violation of these rules and regulations might result in you being discontinued, might result in you being expelled from the university, might also result in your results being cancelled if you cheat in your exams. So I'm urging you to read the student handbook, read the examination rules and regulations very, 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 very carefully. Don't make a mistake on that one. And I would like to tell you, don't cheat in your exams. Don't cheat, because that will result in you being expelled from the university. And I'm sure your parents and your guardians will not like that. That now you have been expelled when they're expecting you to come back with a degree. Don't attempt. If you fall sick or you have an issue, ask for permission to be away. And then that way, you'll be giving you an opportunity to come and do what we call special examinations. And special examinations are only given. 2 conditions only. If you are very sick, I said very sick. Very sick. Sio homa ya kusneeze. And if you are bereaved, that means not bereaved because you lost your girlfriend or your boyfriend. No. No. If you are bereaved, if you lost your parent, a brother, a sister, or a mother, not an uncle or a grandmother or grandfather. Tuko pamoja hapo? So usikuje hapo unauliza dean of students, oh, unajua nilipata homa usiku, sasa siwezi fanya mtihani. Ya tutakubali. So, don't cheat. If you have a genuine reason to be away from doing exams, please let us know in advance. Read that book carefully. Finally, as you know, the system, the reforms in education sector is taking effect. And I think most of you have come to the university without knowing how much fees you need to pay as a student. When I say as a student, as your parents and your guardians are supposed to pay. We are still waiting for the government to come up with that formula, and they will tell you which category you belong. Of the 4 categories, they will tell you which one you belong. And I suppose all of you have applied for loans and scholarships. I suppose you have done so. If you haven't done it, then it will be unfortunate, because it will mean you are ready to pay all your fees in total. I'm sure they are doing the calculation now. Very soon we shall get those results, and it will now dictate how much you are going to pay, how much the government is going to pay, how much they are going to give you a scholarship, how much they are going to give you as loans. So let's wait for that. But meanwhile, I wish you that you stay calm as we wait for those things to come. So let your parents not regret that we send you to the university to come back with a degree so that you can help them generate income or whatever, or improve the welfare of that society. And here you are, we are sending you home. We don't want to do that. So I would like to ask you, do the right things at the right time, in the right place. Only 3 things. Right things, right time, in the right place. There you'll never go wrong. But if you miss any one of them, you'll end up in trouble. And we don't want you to do that. All the time. And the best of it all, the 4th one is, if you do the right things at the right time, in the right place, nobody will fault you. And more importantly, be truthful and be honest with yourself and the other people you are dealing with. I challenge you to take advantage of the opportunities which are presented to you while at the university, to mold your character, which I've talked about. This will form your future. If you have a good character, your future will be bright. But keep this environment of ours very clean. I'm sure when you came here, you didn't find liters of paper all over the place. We have tried to maintain that standard in this university. So if this university tomorrow we find it is very dirty, we shall blame you. because the people who have been there have not made it dirty. So if you have some litter, please keep it in the right place and they will be collected. Keep your rooms clean. Wherever you're staying, maintain peace. And they say cleanliness is next to what? Godliness. So if you maintain that, then you are very close to God. So we have very few limited resources within the university, but we shall try to share to ensure that we all get satisfied with what we have. Let me congratulate you once more for choosing Laikipia. You are not here by chance, you are here by choice. And therefore, we wish you all the best as you study in this university. And I wish that in the next 4 years, in 2027, majority of us, I say majority of us, will be graduating and we shall be addressing you as graduates of Laikipia University and wishing you all the best to go out there and fish. As the Bible said, it said what? Go to the world and do what? I don't know. I'm not a religious person. Go to the world and do what? And preach. Preach the gospel. You go and preach the gospel there. So let me, so in 2027, for those who are doing undergraduate program, 2027, we expect you to graduate. For those who are doing diploma, the next 2 years, we shall expect you to graduate. For those who are doing diploma in 3 years, for 3 years, we expect you to graduate on that time. For the postgraduate students, for masters, in 2 years, we expect you to graduate. PhD, 3 years, we expect you to graduate. Anything less than that, it will be a letdown on us, except, of course, if you face some challenges which are expected, then please tell us that we can recognize that you are not able to graduate on time. So majority of you will graduate in 2027. Some of you may drop off. Some of you might do things which will not allow them to graduate. So keep off those bad things that will stop you from graduating. For example, if you don't study hard and you don't study smart, likelihood of repeating a year is very high. We don't want you to repeat. Please go graduate, but don't cheat to move on because we shall catch up with you. I'm sure there's a small thing, that black dot there. Can you see that black dot? Just near the ceiling. For those who can see. That thing will catch you. So, let me congratulate you once again for choosing Laikipia, and I wish you all the best as you study here. I wish you good health as you study here. Wherever you will be, please be good ambassadors of Laikipia University. Whether you are staying outside the compound or you are staying inside the compound, show the image of Laikipia University. We don't want to hear stories that, oh, these students of Laikipia University, oh, these students of Laikipia University are doing A, B, C, D. Let us hear, these students of Laikipia University, we would like them to be with us longer. We would like them to be with us because they are good people, they are kind people. So, take that note wherever you are. And now, it is my great pleasure and pressure. I think the DVC failed to, said he released a secret. Yeah, when I was going to university like you and addressed by the Vice Chancellor like today, that was in 1970 what? 79, yes, 1979. I think some of us here were still, you are still somewhere else, isn't it? Tomorrow I'm expecting you. I'm expecting, or most of you, in the next few years, you might be president. In the next few years, you might be a senator. You might be a very great leader in this country. But that leadership skill starts today, here. And that is my prayer to all of you. that in future you'll be in a position that you are leading and guiding other people. That is my prayer to all of you, and that is what you need to aspire, not to aspire to do criminal things. So I wish you all the best, and it's my great pleasure and pleasure to invite you to have a small cup of, what did you call it, Madam Dean? Refreshments. Some refreshments in honor of the office of the Vice Chancellor, so that you can start enjoying Laikipia University. And that marks the end of my speech. May God bless you abundantly, and may you live to make sure that Laikipia shines higher. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you, our Vice Chancellor. Our first year students, I want us to give 3 claps 3 times. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Start. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. With your permission, sir, we can allow a few remarks from 2 or 3 students. Can proceed. We will allow 3 students. If you have any remark, welcome. Kuja. 2 more. Last one. You want a ready? Kuja. Panda hapa.
Praise God. Praise God once again. It's a great pleasure today in this juncture. So my name is Jim Andago. I come from Sierra County. I pursue Bachelor of Science in Geography. And I want to recognize or say that today has been a blessing to us for meeting our VCs, that is DVCs, the VCs, throughout our orientation process that began last week. And I just want to say that I'm blessed from all the sayings, all the remarks from our speakers. And if I can quote maybe 2 or 3 about adversity, that's in our spontaneous years that have been recorded in our letter of admission. For my example, 4 years will be faced with several challenges. And the DVC professor said that we need to remember that in face of adversity, we have to remain firm and our friends wisely. I want to say that I'm blessed. I want to believe that my perception is your perception, and we will move according to God's mercies, and I want to bless you. Thank you.
God is good, and all the time. So our Vice Chancellor, DVCs, and all protocols observed, and my fellow students, good morning. So my name is Jairo Abuga. I come from Nyamira County. So it's a great pleasure of this day. So I thank our Deputy Vice Chancellor and all the staff. Okay, I'm very happy today because we have been directed and we have been directed also. So let us just observe those rules and those guidelines that we have been given so that we can move smoothly in our academic journey in Laikipia University, and we will choose later in 2027 when we will be graduating. Thank you very much.
Our able Vice Chancellor, our Deputy Vice Chancellor, our staffs, and all the protocol staff, good afternoon. Good morning, sorry. I'm Doris Mwendwa. I am grateful to be here. I'm pursuing diploma in horticulture, and I have a dream of becoming as such people you can see here. I know you can start from the smallest level and you can go the highest if you wish. And as I stand in front of you, my remarks, I want to tell you that from the first day we sat in this hall for orientation, you had various people who advised us, and we had many advices from them. And as you can see, even today, every speaker who has stood here, they had a word of advice for you. So it is your chance. If you have ears, I hope you have, everyone has ears, and you can hear. And then whatever you have heard, practice it, if you are obedient enough for you. Again, as you commence your year, the first year of academics, you're going to graduate in 2027 for the bachelor, and those who are pursuing diploma, you are going to graduate in 2026. I hope that as you undertake all the responsibilities that you will undertake here in Laikipia University, and as you obey all the rules that you're given, and you do whatever our Vice Chancellor has told us, 3 things, you're going to do your best, and you will come out of this place a happy man and a happy woman. Have a nice time, and may God bless you.
Thank you very much. There is one of our students here, with your permission, sir, wanted to have a shairi, and the theme is the seed of wisdom. Tumpigie makofi.
Okay. All protocols observed. Hamjambo. Shukran. Nashukuru kwa kunipatia huu muda wa kusimama mbele yenu na kukariri ili shairi kwa mada mbegu asili. Wangwana sabali kheri, sabahi metufikia, na watakia na kheri, salamu ilomurua. Ingawa kuna baridi, jamani tutazoea, leo Laikipia kupanda mbegu asili. Sikia ndege mwituni, bashasha kutuimbia, kabaridi kolageni, ngozini kutuingia. Mandhari yalo makini, kwa kweli ya kuvutia, leo Laikipia kupanda mbegu asili. Mola wangu nainama, shukurani kukupea, kwa hino siku adhama, kwa hamu kuingojea. Langugu limekwama, chuoni kupaingia, leo Laikipia kupanda mbegu asili. Ingawa siku katitu tangu kuisajiliwa, twapata amani kwetu, Mola zidisha amani. Ndugu hawa wana utu, kwa mambo kutuchanua, leo tulaiki pia kupanda mbegu asili. Rotuba laiki pia ino nguvu sio kapa, mwalimu wangu Dayana kasomea papa hapa, na mimi nasema bayana nasomea papa hapa leo tulaiki pia kupanda mbegu asili. Ndugu zangu waadhamu, hapa kweli tumefika, tanyunyiziwa elimu na busara kuchipuka. Ndugu zangu waadhamu, hapa kweli tumefika, tanyunyiziwa elimu na busara kuchipuka. Wako chonjo wa walimu kutukuza kihakika, leo tulaiki pia kupanda mbegu asili. Na mti ukinawiri kwa matunda kuchipuka, yatavikwa na hariri ndo yaweze hifadhika. Yapendeze siyo siri, jamii itafaidika, leo tulaiki pia kupanda mbegu asili. Losema hatwendi mbali, jameni hapa ni wapi? Losema hatwendi mbali, jameni hapa ni wapi? Twatupa zenu kauli hizi siso tuweka mapi. Twataka kula asali na nyuki hatuogopi, leo tulaiki pia kupanda mbegu asili. Jamani nipeni kiti nikae private, jamani nipeni kiti nikae private, ili nipunguze sweti upepo nipetipeti. Nimefikia tamati kadi tamati nsani, leo tulaiki pia kupanda mbegu asili. Shukran.
Thank you very much. Tumpigie makofi vizuri kwa shangwe na nderemo. Thank you.
Thank you. Our Vice Chancellor, sir, we want to call upon the LUSA chairman to give a vote of thanks. That will be followed by announcements from Dean of Students, and finally crossing prayers by Dr. Reverend Father Kabugi.
Okay. Thank you so much. And like I said before, I'm Tuikong Dennis. I just want to appreciate and thank the administration for conducting this orientation session with the first years, so that we can orient the first years on how we are going to deal with several situations that are affecting students, on how to approach various circumstances that comes on your way in education system. So all I wanted to urge you students is to uphold integrity. Make sure that you stick to the rules and regulations that has been provided in the student's handbook, right? Because if you violate those instructions that has been stated in the student handbook, it will automatically land you into trouble. Thank you so much, the administration, for this session. And first years, welcome to Laikipia University. Thank you so much.
The Vice Chancellor, the DVCs, senators, staff, and students, good morning. Good morning once again. It has been a wonderful time, isn't it? Can you clap for yourselves? And like I asked, you have proved All of you are very smart. Tell yourself you are smart. Good. Announcements. Like the VC promised you that there is a refreshment for you. Hakuna kuinama leo. So, hiyo makofi ni ya VC. Simpige makofi mazuri. So for that reason, I will ask that when the VC and his procession leaves, you remain seated here and we will serve you very well. There is enough for everybody. The staff who have attended the VC's address, you will be served at the mess adjacent here, but that will be after we have served our special guests. So we request that you go and you'll come back in your normal attire. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Dean. So without much ado, I request you to stand so that we close with a word of prayer. Hata wale wako nje, tafadhali tusimame. I know you are hearing me, so that God thank you. Let us pray. God, we come before you. We thank you for the good moment we had, especially with our fresh men and women. Dear Lord, bless all the words of wisdom that they have received. Father, guide them as now they go and actualize them in their day-to-day activity. Continue blessing our Vice Chancellor, our DVCs, registrars, our Senate, all the staff in Laikipia University, dear Lord. Bind us together with a cord that cannot be broken. Give us energy to serve these students and serve them well. Father, we ask you to bless us with your wisdom, that each and every day, each and every activity may be guided by your wisdom. Continue blessing our continuing students as they continue learning from you, as they continue yearning for your wisdom. Father, help them, guide them, protect them from all evils. Now, as we prepare, dear Lord, to get something to eat, we ask you to bless it, cleanse it, and purify it, so that when we take it, we get the energy to continue serving you well. We request you to continue showering us with your word, so that all the time we'll be doing things for the greater glory of your name. We ask all this through Christ our Lord. Amen and thank you.
So students, don't go away, remain seated. You'll be guided on the next step as our guests leave.
Wapigie makofi wakitoka. Makofi mazuri ya kumaua.
Mafarisayo na wale waandishi walimleta mwanamke ili ahukumiwe. Mafarisayo na wale waandishi walimleta mwanamke ili ahukumiwe. Wakamleta kwa Yesu ili atoe hukumu, kwa sababu alifanya dhambi ya uzinzi. Wakamleta kwa Yesu ili atoe hukumu, kwa sababu alifanya dhambi ya uzinzi. Wakamwambia Yesu, katika Torati ya Musa alitamuru tumpige mawe mpaka kufa. Wakamwambia Yesu, katika Torati ya Musa alitamuru tumpige mawe mpaka kufa.